What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 24 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the cheapest ways to get training for the Snowflake Shuffle, which is a new Snowflake reroll that's coming into the game later this afternoon when Ghosts drop in MUT 24. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. A lot to cover right now before the content drops, and I do want to put out a disclaimer at this moment. I'm recording this content before the Snowflake Shuffle reroll is in the game, but we're going to talk about basically how to prepare for it, and also once it's live, how to get training for it. As it stands right now, the only ways to get snowflakes, which are, the main currency in this promo right now, the only way to get them is either playing online or offline with the head-to-head or offline events. Reason for the season is against the CPU. The problem here is that it's not incredibly rewarding, and then you have the head-to-head event, which is rewarding in my opinion, but it's also extremely sweaty. So it's a really kind of tough way out there to earn snowflakes if you're not good at the game. And if you like to play offline, it's going to take a lot of work to get a small reward as far as the output of snowflakes go. The other options or opportunities, I should say, honestly, are just coming from the Zero Chill Field Pass. So if you go through the Field Pass rewards, you're going to earn presents in here. You're going to get Season 3 XP. You're going to get free cards, and you're also going to get snowflakes. But again, just not incredibly rewarding. You get some here and there, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be enough to get you a bunch of presents or a couple free 93 overalls, and those are kind of the main reasons you're going to want to collect the snowflakes. There are also solo challenges when it comes to the Zero Chill promo, and if you go through the 4 different sections of solos and look through the milestone rewards, you'll see that they reward various things: XP, stocking stuffers, which by the way do quick sell for snowflakes. They're the only card in the game that do so, but you can earn snowflakes from milestone rewards within the solo challenges. So a lot of people, including myself, have been hoping that we got some type of reroll. And what I mean by that is basically a reroll that allows us to spend training, and in return we can get either presents or snowflakes. Now the biggest problem is that no cards aside from stocking stuffers quick sell for snowflakes. In prior years, Zero Chill cards would quick sell for snowflakes, and we'd have something similar to this, the 82 plus pack, where you could spend training on it, and in return you'd get Zero Chill cards, and you could quick sell those Zero Chill cards and then go to the Snowflake store and spend those snowflakes that you got from quick selling Zero Chill cards on presents or players, whatever you want. And it just made the game incredibly fun. Well, EA kind of removed that aspect of it, and they also limited the amount of presents you can open up here. You can see you got mystery presents, simple presents, lavish, and nice. So really the only way to accumulate snowflakes is if you're really good at the game. Well, last night on the reveal stream, they announced this Snowflake Shuffle, and basically you're gonna open it up. It's 1,000 training per pack, and you're gonna get either 250 snowflakes, anywhere between 250 snowflakes up to 2,000 snowflakes. So essentially it's a snowflake slot machine. If we're just keeping it real here, the limit to 100 is pretty trash in my opinion. As far as will this pack be worth it or not, if I had to guess, the answer is going to go ahead and be no. Am I going to open up all 100 packs? Absolutely, because I want to do it for content and I want to get snowflakes. So let's break it down here. You can open up the pack 100 times. It costs 1,000 training. Because I'm good at math, I can tell you it's going to be 100,000 training that you would need to have in your account or on your account to open this pack up for the max amount of 100 times. And as far as how much snow you're going to get in return for that 100,000 training, well, we'll find that out once it's actually in game. So if you want to do the math, and this is going to be MUT.gg, this is what we're going to use to break down the best ways to find the cheapest training in the game. If you want to do the math, the cheapest rates right now, if you take a look here, and this is MUT.gg/prices, you should have this part of this website bookmarked. You can take a look at it at any time. It tells you kind of what the market's doing from hour to hour basis. But currently, the cheapest training in the game is 5.71 coins per training point, and that would either be an 89 overall at 38.2k or a 93 overall at 240,000 coins. Furthermore, if you want to calculate exactly how much coin you can expect to spend if you wanted to get 100,000 training, and that's assuming you're starting at 0, given the current market, 5.71 coins per training point, it would be roughly about 571,000 coins to open up that pack 100 times and and get as many snowflakes as you can from it. Now, how can you get training? We're going to go through the best techniques and ways to go through the auction house and try to snipe cards for it, but also, of course, you can go into your binder and quick sell cards that you might not be using. I would stay away from quick selling anything that's 90 overall and above, because eventually 91s are going to be used to build out 94s, and then 92s are going to be used to build out 95s for future promos. You can always scroll through your binder and look for B&D cards that you're not going to be using anymore. And if you want to, quick sell anything below 80, anything below 90s, you certainly can. I'm probably going to go through my binder and just look for things that I might not use. Just one other kind of piece of advice, right? With a lot of promos, there's usually a field pass objective that says like complete 6-0 chill sets. Well, the easiest set to complete is for an 82 overall 0 chill card, and it currently asks for any 380 overall. So the reason I bring that up is because the next promo could have a similar objective and the set could require like 381. So I might stay away from quick selling any 81s or even 82s, because those are probably going to be used in lower overall upgrade sets for future promos in the very near future. One other quick thing to go over while I'm thinking about it, I've been getting asked this a lot, and this happens every year. Should I quick sell small presents or simple presents to get snowflakes back to try to open up the lavish pack or the mystery pack? And to me, the answer is no. You can do it if you want. You can ignore my advice, but for me, I'm going to hang on to every present that I have, because excluding last year, a lot of times the small or simple presents end up having the best value in the long run, because they'll turn into like an 82 plus pack, and you might get lucky from time to time and pull something really nice out of it. So again, you can do what you want to do. I personally am not going to be quick selling any presents. My goal is to get as many presents as possible to open up on Christmas Day, so we can give you guys a nice little video on it. And again, I'm scrolling through the presents here. We did get incredibly lucky last night on stream and pull a special present, which everybody tells me this is probably going to be a middle linebacker Rob Gronkowski, so that's a W. But let's go ahead and talk about the cheapest ways to get training now. So it's going to go back to using this website over on mutt.gg/prices. We're going to target, and in this case, it's the same exact training ratio. So 89s for 38.2k or 93s for 5.71k. Obviously, if you buy 93s, because they're the same training ratio, you're going to have to buy less cards to get more training, because they quick sell for more, and it really breaks down to the same output as far as how much coin you have to spend if you're buying in bulk. And the goal here for me, and I'm guessing for a lot of you, is going to be get to 100,000 training. So if you can do that by buying like 2 or 3 cards instead of like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards, that's going to save you more time in the long run. So for demonstration purposes, we're going to jump on the auction house and try to target both 89s and 92s at these target prices. Now, word of advice or piece of advice here, shoot for under the target price if you can. These are the cheapest rates currently, but the market house is going to be really active in a couple hours here when this content drops. You'll probably be able to find cards well under this value, and also this updates and refreshes. So come back to this website. Don't watch this video and use these values, because these values could change in a couple hours. They could change on Saturday, Sunday, etc. We're just using this video as a demonstration on what techniques or processes you should be using to go out there and search for the cheapest training available at that given moment, not at the moment that I'm doing it right now in my video. So we're going to target 89s for 38.2k. I will jump on over to the auction house. We're going to go to quality, and in this case, we're going to go 88, 89. I mean, it's not rocket science what I'm doing here, but a lot of people, a lot of uneducated MUT players would simply do this filter, and right here, they would just start buying cards. Like, they'd buy the first 89 that they see, or the first cards that they see. Notice slightly above this Zay Jones card, it says 100 items found. This is always by default only going to give you the first 100 items, which means there's plenty of other 88 and 89 overall cards that are out there being sold right now that some people, if they don't filter down, cannot see. So my favorite thing to do is take my L2 button or left trigger on Xbox and go down to newest, and it's now going to show us the most recently listed cards. But again, 100 items on here. The most recently is listed 80 or 88 or 89 currently is 39 minutes. So if somebody listed this for 59 minutes or an hour, you do the math. It's been up there for quite some time. So this really isn't the newest card. So the next best thing is to filter down your search even more. Now, one thing you can do is just go all offense or all defense. But again, notice it says 100 items found. So we're still not truly seeing all of the items that are out there. Now, this one does say 59 minutes. So it is very safe to assume that it's a very recent item that's been listed. But we want to filter down even further. And again, this is not rocket science. This is rocket science. This is not some well-kept secret. This is what I do all the time when searching for cards, and a lot of people do as well. But I know a lot of you are probably new to the game or just unfamiliar with searching for training, especially because there hasn't been many reasons as to why we've needed it this year aside from the mystery packs. But now we're at QB 88, 89 and still sorted by newest. You can see now above this 89 autogram, it says 56 items found. So now we're in the money. We know we have every single quarterback that's on the PS5 auction house in front of us here that's an 88 or 89. And basically what I do is I cycle through the positions and I look at the first couple cards. Now, it's very important because this is a filter for 88s and 89s that you don't accidentally buy an 88, because right now, again, per this spreadsheet or this website, we are targeting 89s at 38.2K, and I want to get them under that. So I'm going to make it up in my mind that at the bare minimum, or bare maximum, I should say, I'm going to pay 38,000 coins for an 89. So we don't see any here in the top row under the QB search. So we're just going to move on to the next position. We'll go halfback. We'll kind of scan that front row. We don't see any 38Ks or under that are 89s. There's a couple Christian McCaffreys. Again, don't be fooled by accidentally buying this Gilmore that's 31K. At first glance, you see it well under that target price, but it's not an 89. It's not a card that we want. And hopefully we can hit one example here live in front of you. But remember, as I stated a couple minutes ago here, the market's going to change. And by the time you're watching this video or going through this process, you might be able to find more cards. It's going to get real active once that new Ghost content comes out. Saturdays are a really good day. In my opinion, the most active auction house day of the entire week. And that happens every single weekend. That's why I always put out videos going over like the best cards to buy, because you tend to find those cards at their lowest on Saturdays when everybody's ripping legend packs and, you know, the majority of the community's not at school or work. Unfortunately, I've cycled through the positions 2 times now and have yet to find a card that's under that value. But, you know, again, just a couple things to keep in mind. It's very early in the morning right now, around 8 a.m. No content, no reason to be opening up packs, no reason to be listing cards on the auction house currently. So there's going to be less items, less movement on there. The main reason I wanted to make this video is to give you guys the tools and information to get ready, so when this goes live, you can hit the ground running. Let's go back to the mutt.gg/prices. We'll take a look on the auction house for 93, see if we can find those for 240K. Now, because 93s are a higher overall and they're more expensive, we might not have to filter down as much, so we'll go ahead and see here. And I kind of take that back, right? Because cornerbacks at 92, 93, there's still 100 items found, but we're gonna, you know, look through that top row and see if we can find any of these 93s for 240K. This is not a bad one to go all offense, all defense, but it's really dominated by 92s from Harvest and Blitz and the Division Dynasty promo. So you may want to also look into going like all, whoops, didn't mean to do quarterback there. You may want to look into going all offense and then going through a program specifically, like Zero Chill right now is going to be the majority of the 93s. Of course, there's going to be Team of the Week cards now, but we'll go Zero Chill, all offense, 92, 93, and see if we can find any of these cards for 240K. Nothing there. Let's go to defense now. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of TJ Watt and Megatrons on there. None of these hitting for 240, but I bet you see these get a lot cheaper when whatever new pack offers are going to come out for part 3 of the Zero Chill promo, which is giving us ghost cards, but I still think it's technically part 3. So just in quick summary here, use mutt.gg/prices to look up the cheapest routes for training right now, and then go through the different filters that I just showed you on the auction house once the new content goes live to look for those snipes, because it's going to be a very active day. And hopefully you guys have some good luck with your Snowflake rerolls. I'll likely be on Twitch later tonight, spending 100,000 training on every single pack that we can open up and seeing what we get as far as snowflakes go. Thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.